Now, the Senate, in a meeting with service chiefs on Tuesday, asked security agencies to adopt proper synergy in the operations to address the insecurity in the country, including reported issues of kidnapping and banditry. A retired commissioner of police for the Federal Capital Territory, that's Lawrence Alobi, joins us now to discuss the interaction between the service chiefs and the Senate and how such an engagement could help in strengthening efforts at curbing insecurity. Thank you for joining us here on Newsday.
Thank you for having me, and good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Now, of course, following that meeting between the Senate and the service chiefs, we know that the Senate expressed satisfaction on how the service chiefs have been managing the security situation in the country. But this expression of confidence is coming while there is a steady rise in insecurity in the country as we speak. What do you make of that outcome?
Yeah, first let me commend the Senate President and, of course, Mr. President himself for always creating a forum, a space where they can interact with the service chiefs and the General of Police, because these are the men who are dealing with the shoes of the security of this country. And if the Senate President represents the Senate and all his members of the senators in the Senate, they represent the entire Nigerian country, and of course they are there to represent us, and their primary concern, like Section 14B, could provide that the primary purpose of government is security and well-being of the welfare of the people. And that's the primary objective of their coming together. So their meeting from time to time is very, very important and very timely. And I think it's productive as far as I can see, because it makes them, you see, like life is all about competition and rivalry. It's all about cooperation and synergy. So that synergy that is already ongoing is very, 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 it's welcome development. And I think it should be encouraged from time to time. And the Senate should listen to the service chiefs and the General of Police to know their challenges, their problems, and where their strength, what can it be done to ensure that we improve our the security in this country, because the well-being of the security of the citizens is primary. Without security is the driver of all other sectors of the socio-political economy. Democracy, food security, economic development cannot be attained or achieved without security, if security is not granted. So I think it's a welcome development. They should, from time to time, they should interact together and working like fingers of one hand, working in the spirit of unity and cooperation and a team spirit to ensure that they make Nigeria safe and secure for all abiding citizens. And you see, when they snare appropriate funds to the security and particularly the police, they're not doing the security agencies any favor. Rather, they're living up to their oath of office in line with Section 14B of the Constitution, that they show that the primary purpose of their being there, the security and welfare of the citizens of this country, whom they all represent. So I think it's a welcome development.
All right. Now, on to some of the issues that were raised. Of course, one of the major topical points was border controls and the commitment around manning border patrols in a more comprehensive way. Now, if we look at the totality of this issue, we know that Nigeria has over 4,000 kilometers of international borders. 1,400 kilometers of that is with Niger alone. Now, I remember when former President Buhari once said that only God can effectively supervise this border. With a commitment that was made by the service chiefs to make a broader, commitment to man these borders, what do you think are the elements that need to come together for this commitment, this promise to actually come to fruition and for us to see more effective patrolling and surveillance on the borders?
Thank you very much. You see, if we can borrow from other climes, the United States, for instance, look at the US and Mexico, for instance, their border. You see, our borders are very, very porous. And so many factors contribute to this challenging situation, the vulnerability of our borders. Like today, manpower, immigration, how many immigration officers do we have in the country? In fact, when I was in charge of federal operations, I was doing Mr. Smith, the IGP Smith, we created the border policing. And that was when Obasanjo closed the borders. But then in terms of manpower requirement that required to effectively cover the borders is not there. And today, security is technically driven. How have we employed technology in our borders? Have we employed, for instance, like aerial surveillance, for instance, and all the illegal routes? Have they been effectively policed and covered and secured? Not at all. And again, and just attitude too. Nigerians have not been able to inculcate or imbibe the attitude of being useful to their country. Section 24 EU Constitution provides that every Nigerian citizen has a constitutional duty to assist in maintaining of law and order, to assist agencies in maintaining of law and order. But rather than we assisting, we are only concerned what we can gain in terms of material gain. So I think it's also important that the security agencies are doing their best. The citizens should also collaborate and complement the effort of the security agencies in terms of information sharing. You know, this negative attitude of saying that if you give information to the police will divulge information to the criminals, it's not true. It's not very, very true. I think the point is that the public should have confidence in the security agencies and the police in particular, and the immigration officers, the custom, the DSS, who man all these borders. If they all develop with the team spirit, if like the Senate has just now trying to promote this synergy and collaboration among the agencies themselves also should not see there should be no rivalry. It should be team spirit, collaboration. All stakeholders should work together, ensuring that our security governance is effective. If our borders are well policed and well effectively manned, and I'm sure we cannot have illegal aliens pertaining to our country come to cause terrible things that will cause hardship to our people, take innocent life, destroy valuable properties. I think we can effectively cover our borders if the government has the political will to provide the means. What they require in terms of equipment, in terms of motivation, in terms of training. If the government stands up and says, no, our borders must be safe, so that we don't allow, borders is kind of access control. You have access, and those access have different levels. The various levels of access control to the inner, which now leads to our territory. If this is being manned effectively, applying technology, and also make sure the men manning these borders are also well effectively protected and well trained, I'm sure there will be an improvement. But the point is that has the government developed the political will to do this? We should not just play politics like somebody like former governor of Sokoto said that you don't have to play politics with politics. We should ensure that we're sincere in our consultation, we're sincere in our deliberation, and we should be committed to whatever we're doing to ensure that we achieve the best for this country.
When you say that we should be sincere, are you saying that you've seen a lot that lets you know that there's some insincerity when it comes to that? Briefly, please.
Yeah, human beings are human beings. I'm a sociologist, and the human being is the most predictive. You cannot predict a human being. Even the Igbo says that you can only vie for the child in the womb, not the child that's carrying on the back, because from the back the monkey can steal a banana without the mother knowing. So we can only vie for those, and it is only this trust from the actions, the attitude, that can be able to build that trust and confidence that show the degree of sincerity in whatever they are doing. Sincerity is that at the ultimate end, what do we achieve? What this consultation, this synergy and meetings that we're having from time to time, what is the ultimate result? What to show for it? And because when the service chiefs come and the IG come, they present their needs, present their challenges, and you see, and then again when funds are approved. What about being released? Sometimes Minister of Finance don't even release even 1/3 of the quota that have been approved. So I think there's a element of sincerity in what we're doing. We all have a common goal. It's our country, we're not that country. And we should ensure that we do our best for this country. Life is all about service. How can you contribute? How can you impact? How can you add value? Absolutely. That is all that life is all about. Yeah. But some of us believe that money and power is the ultimate in life. It's not at all. Okay. And if you cheat, nature will cheat you. Some of us are in government, government. Some of us are occupying some juicy places, rather than seeing how can contribute, right? We're not concerned about how can loot and steal and impoverish the people. Where leadership is all empowerment. Leadership is about contributing.
Retired Commissioner of Police Lawrence Alobi, this has been fantastic, and I like the profound note that you ended it on, and I do hope that call to action is heeded by all those with the power to take necessary action. Thank you for your time.